38 hours in labor, no epidural whatsoever, 18 stitches, and our little one finally arrived. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Vanni. If it's the first time that you're here, then you're very welcome. And if you've been subscribed for a while, then I just want to welcome you guys back to my channel. I know it's been a while and this video has been highly requested. This video is going to be my labor and delivery story, and I'm going to try and get as far as I can with this story before my little baby boy wakes up. So this video will probably be quite long as well, so grab yourself a teacup, a coffee cup, whatever floats your boat, because I will be inserting clips of the day when we were waiting for Elias to arrive, and yeah, some snippets and stuff like that, because I couldn't really do a birth vlog because I didn't have enough material to be making a birth vlog. So I would just incorporate everything into this video, and I hope that you guys are gonna like it. So if you're interested, then stay tuned and let's get down to the nitty-gritty. So guys, our little boy Elias was born on the 4th of November at 4:02 to be exact p.m. He was 54 centimeters and he weighed 4.3 kilograms. So he was quite a big baby, and obviously I was due the 24th of October, and obviously I was overdue, so I had him at 41 weeks plus 3 days, and today Elias is 3 weeks and 5 days old. So he's almost a month, you guys, and time has flown by really fast. And obviously I've been adjusting to motherhood and trying to record a video. I mean, I've been trying to record a video, but it's been really hard because obviously it's a lot of work with newborn tractions. So they both took their... That's my little baby. I'm gonna have to check on him. So I'm sitting here and he's sleeping, so I'm gonna make the best out of the situation and really try to get this out of the way, and then I will show you guys Elias as well. So if I could describe my labor in a couple of words, I would say my labor was hard and long. 38 hours. Okay guys? Yeah, it was not easy. It was really not easy. I was in labor for 38 hours, which was really long, and you never know how your labor is going to be. But obviously, I had Elias on the 3rd of November, which was a Saturday, and I started feeling contractions like really early in the morning on the Friday. On the 2nd, I started feeling contractions around 1 o'clock. No, around 2 o'clock, and I told my husband, and I started timing my contractions on that on Friday at 2 o'clock in the morning, and then we called the hospital at 5 because they were starting to get a little bit more intense. But they told me unless I don't have a blood show in my panties, my water hasn't broken, and my contractions aren't 3 minutes apart, that I should just wait it out at home. And as I've told you guys before, if you follow me on my channel, I live really close to the hospital, so I was fine with waiting at home. But we ended up waiting basically the whole day. So in the like 8 o'clock in the morning, I called my mom and my sister, and they came over because we were all thinking that he was probably gonna come on that Friday. So they came over and they took the day off of work. So it was me, my husband Yuan, my sister Martha, and my mom. We were all chilling here at home, eating. They were cooking for us, and I was getting through all of my contractions. I mean, we were watching TV, laughing, you know, just getting through everything. And then at 10 p.m. my mom and my sister went home, and they were like, well, call us if something happens, because obviously he's not gonna come right now. And I was like, I'll call you guys as soon as I feel like something is really gonna happen. So at 11 p.m. Yuan and I went out for a walk, and then we came back home to try and get some rest. But by then my contractions were so aggressive, and they were so irregular. Like for the whole day they were like 20 to 15 minutes apart, 15 to 10 minutes apart, 10 minutes to 5 minutes apart, and then it went up again. So it was really hard to like know exactly what was going on. But from like Friday to Saturday, like in the morning, like 1 o'clock in the morning, I just couldn't take it anymore. And I told you, like, we have to call the hospital now because my contractions are 10 minutes apart and they're really, I'm feeling so much pain, like we have to go into the hospital. So we called the hospital and told them how I was feeling, and they told us that it was okay for me to come in. So we went to the hospital, Johan drove us there, and then they received me. And obviously they were gonna do the regular checkups, right? So the first nurse that I met, I mean, she was not very gentle. Obviously she was gonna check if I was dilated and just check the heartbeat of the baby and see my contractions. But she was so aggressive, y'all. Like, the way she checked if I was dilated, she didn't even check to see if I was ready. She just shoved her fingers up my hoo-ha and was really aggressive and like couldn't really, she was like digging around, and then she was like, oh my gosh, you're 5 centimeters dilated, you can stay. And I was like, ugh. And I was in so much shock because obviously it's the first time that I'm being checked and it's the first time I'm experiencing all this. So I was like, oh my gosh. But anyways, we got to stay and we got a room, and I must say that all of the midwives and nurses that were there, except for the first one that I met, were really nice and took care of us really well. And because my labor was so long, we came into the hospital around 1-ish, if I'm not mistaken. And Johan called my mom. My sister left my mom there, and my sister couldn't be at the labor at first. We were hoping that she would, but I was only allowed to have 2 people. A little bit later on, when they changed the course of the nurses, because they had to change shifts, obviously. So I had 3 teams working during the time I was expecting Elias to come. By the time that the nurses changed and the midwife changed for the second shift, then that midwife allowed my sister to be at the labor as well. So I had a team of my husband, my mom, and my sister with me, and it was really special for me for my sister to be there because I was there at her first labor with her daughter. So it was really fun to have them, and it was a strong team. And you guys, I had no epidural whatsoever. I was getting through my contractions with laughing gas, if that's what you call it, yeah. I was just breathing through my contractions, and sometimes I got so frustrated with it, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it was so painful. I've never felt that much pain in my whole entire life. Like, it's the worst pain that I've ever felt, and I cannot even describe it. And to say that it was like period cramping times 1,000 is not even close to what I was feeling at that point. But I pulled through, and I'm really happy that I did do it without the epidural. You know, as we were there, obviously I had to like move around, so we walked through the corridor like there in the hospital, just to like for me to be able to handle my contractions. I sat on one of those Pilates balls. I was on the bed, I was standing up, I was doing everything that I could just to get through the contractions, and they were so hard, you guys. I don't even know how to describe it to you guys, but I was just thinking about the end goal, that at the end of the day, like every contraction that was coming was one step closer for me to meet my son. So yeah, I was just pulling through and doing my absolute best, and I really had the best support ever. I had my husband that was cheering me on, because at one point I was like, I can't do this. And he was like, you did not go through these 9 months for no reason. And I was like, yeah, that's true. And at one point I was like, I told my midwife, I was like, help me. And sometimes I kind of like cried through the contractions, and my mom was like, come on girl, like you can do this. And my sister was like, you're getting there really close, like really soon. But yeah, I mean, obviously I pulled through that part, and I mean, for me to go from 5 centimeters to 8 centimeters of being dilated, was that part was really fast. But to go from 8 to 10 like took a very long time, and they had to break my water for me. And when they broke my water for me, then they noticed that there was poop in the water. So Elias had pooped in the water. and usually that's a sign of the baby feeling stressed. And yeah, so obviously with time they gave me some kind of drops so that my contractions would be even more painful, I would say, but that they would be more intense so that he could come and that he could go down like quicker. So that's what happened. And then I was feeling the urge to push. Then it was time for me to push. Oh my gosh, pushing was so hard. As I told you guys, I was in labor for 38 hours. I did not get sleep. Like, we did not get any sleep at all. So by that time I was going to push, I was exhausted. So obviously I pushed and pushed and pushed, and I pushed in all kinds of positions. I mean, they turned me to the side, to my left side, to my right side. I was on all fours, and then I was laying down. I tried everything, and it was so hard, but I pulled through. But you guys, I pushed for almost 2 hours. Like, it was to the point where, like, by the end, they were like, Vanessa, like, if she doesn't push, like, if he doesn't come out right now, we're gonna have to call a specialist, because it was so hard. And I also heard them say that he had his umbilical cord around his neck, and he actually had his umbilical cord around his neck like 2 times. And when I heard that, I wasn't even concerned. I was like, God is with us. Like, I know that we're gonna pull through this. And besides that, because Elias was quite big, they had to cut me. They had to cut me so that he could come out. And when I heard that, you know, she has to push now, like, otherwise, like, he has to come out now, otherwise we were gonna have to call the specialist, you guys, I gave it my all. Like, I gave it my all. Like, I don't even know where I got that energy from, but I pushed hard. And then I just felt like, whew, how he came out, and it was the best feeling in the world, because the pain that I was feeling immediately stopped, and I could hear him cry. And when they put him on my chest, like, all I could do is cry. I cried like a woman from, like, straight up from the home country, like but it was the most wonderful feeling in the world. And Yuan was bawling his eyes out, and my mom was there, my sister was there. Like, we were doing the most, and it was, I can't even describe the feeling. I have never felt so powerful in my whole entire life. I am so grateful to God that everything went well with the delivery of our son. Like, when he was on my chest, like, I just couldn't think of anything else but the fact that he was already here. And I was so curious to see, I've been so curious to meet this person for like 9 months, and he was finally here. And wow, like, the wait was long, but it was so worth it. All that pain, all that struggle that I went through was so amazing. And yeah, obviously, you guys, as I told you, they had to cut me so that he could come out. So afterwards, you guys, I got 18 stitches. 18 stitches. Like, I am really shocked. I don't know if I've been naive. Like, I'm so shocked about, like, what happens, like, postpartum. Like, I didn't even think about it. Like, obviously, when I was pregnant, all I was thinking about was the fact that I was pregnant and everything that was happening to me during the space of time that I was pregnant. And then I knew that the end goal was going to be the labor, and I was going to have my baby. But I never really thought about the recovery process, or to be more precise, I never thought that they would have had to cut me. I never thought that I would have to get stitches, none of that. But I feel like I could do a whole entire video on, like, what happens, like, postpartum, because I don't know if I'm the only one that is naive and, like, didn't think about what happens to your body and to you, like, after pregnancy. But I think I will probably, if you guys want me to, I will make a video about that, because I do think that it's really important to talk about it so that every pregnant woman kind of knows what to expect after pregnancy. It doesn't have to be every single woman. Obviously, we're all different, and we're going to recover differently, but I do think it's important to talk about your health afterwards and also your health before. But you know, it's really easy to talk about what you should have done before you got pregnant or whatever, or during the space of time you were pregnant. But you know, it's whatever. I'm really happy that I'm here. I'm feeling so much better now. It took me some time to make this video because obviously I've been busy, you know, adjusting to motherhood, but also because I have been recovering and I actually finally feel like myself again. And there's so many things that happens to you after you become a mom. Yeah, I'm a mom. I can't believe it. I am a mom. Wow, it's really incredible. It's awesome. I'm super grateful that you guys have been congratulating us. Like, it is amazing. And guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, then make sure that you do. My Instagram is the same as my YouTube name, Fanny MDM, and I do post stuff there. So some of you guys know that obviously I post like regular schmegular stuff on my Instagram, not too much but a little bit, so you can always follow me on my Instagram if you want to keep up a little bit more with what's happening with me. But now that I am feeling so much better, I'm definitely I'm trying to record videos. It's kind of hard when he's awake and he loves his mama. Like, I love my son and he loves his mama. He's my best friend and he usually likes to be stuck to me like glue, and there's nothing that calms him down like me. But yeah, I'm gonna insert some footage here and I hope that you guys are gonna enjoy this. This labor and delivery story was confined into like the short bits because obviously I'm actually starting to forget what happened during my labor, and sometimes other people fill me in. But if you have any questions about my labor, if there's anything else that you guys want to know, then just pop a question down below and I will just answer it there, so we can have a little conversation. And please let me know how your deliveries, how your labors have been. And for all the other pregnant ladies out there, if there's anyone that's pregnant watching my video right now, I just want to wish you good luck. Everything is gonna go well, and just pray and stay positive. You can do this. Like, this was what our bodies were made for. And I cannot believe how I felt powerful before when I was pregnant, but boy, do I feel a hell of a lot more powerful now that I've actually had my baby. I feel 1,000 times better. So guys, I was actually gonna wait and show you guys Elias when he was awake. I breastfed him and then he fell asleep all over again, so he's a little drunk on milk, as you guys can see right now. But this is our little baby boy. He is almost 4 weeks. But he's sleeping. I'll make sure that I'll post another video of him when he's actually awake and his eyes are open. And let me know what you guys think. Who is he more like, me or his daddy? I mean, I already know who he looks like, and it ain't me. But what do you think? Do you see any resemblance of me and my little baby? He doesn't have to look like me. His dad is fine too. But yeah, I will make sure that I will show you Elias at another point when he's actually awake. But he's still sleeping now, so I'm just gonna put him back to his bed. So guys, we have a little baby boy here. He just woke up and he's kind of cranky, as you guys can see. But this is our little Elias. Say hi to your YouTube family. Elias is 3 weeks and 4 days today, so he's gonna be a month in a couple of days. He's a really nice baby. I really can't complain. He's healthy. He eats quite a lot, and he was quite a big baby, you guys. I mean, 4.3 kilograms is not little, and he was 54 centimeters as well. So yeah, he came, you know, quite big. He was like the biggest baby there at the hospital that very day. Baby. I think he wants to breastfeed. Vill du stanna här med mamma? So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next video. And take care, you guys, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.